Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better. Who do it better?
Yeah, top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the popular host that do the most. Welcome to Just Being Frank Show. In this video, man, listen, Phee canceling the meeting on Kathy Engelbert shows me even further, hey, you a liar, Nefesi. You a liar, and now you don't want to go face the music. You trying to throw stones and hide your hand. See, you called Kathy Engelbert saying certain things about Caitlin Clark, trying to get Caitlin Clark fans to be on your side while you do this bullshit rant you on. Again, if I'm going to believe anybody, it'll be Kathy Engelbert. I know a lot of y'all Clarkies and a lot of people that Caitlin Clark supporters, if you don't consider yourself a Clark, and content creators. Caitlin Clark, like just eating up everything Professor Collier is saying. And it is funny to me. I'm sitting back like, it's actually not funny. It's actually disturbing. I'm like, y'all really listening to Professor Collier, the person, the player in person who is a conflict of interest when it comes to negotiating anything with the WNBA, because she has her own league. And the WNBA in the negotiation is saying, your league gonna have to cut out. If you want everything that you want and we giving it to you, that league gotta go. So it's really funny. Again, no, it's not funny. It's disturbing. It's disturbing that y'all eating this shit up. And that's why I had to do a video tonight, because I watched a few videos and I'm like, really? Y'all really like on the Professor Collier side and trashing Kathy as if y'all don't know her history. And again, I didn't know her history, but I never trashed her. But when I went and researched her history and her background, I'm like, there's no way she said the things that Phee said, how she said it. I don't believe she said the players should be on their knees thanking me to get them to get that TV rights deal for $2 billion. I don't believe she used the word knees. They should be getting on their knees. Do I believe that she said they should thank me? Yeah, rightfully so. They should. That lady negotiated her ass off to get the NBA owners, even owners that don't have nothing to do with the WNBA, get them to sign off on giving their money up to a league that has been subsidized by them for its entirety, right? So it took Kathy Engelbert to go do some hellified negotiations, and we ain't talking about no pennies. We talking about billies, not millies, billies, that she had the NBA come up off of, right? That wasn't no easy task. And all of the other things that she's doing when she put 40 games on nationally televised games for Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark's fans, because she know that's where all the fans are. She did that. No matter what you want to say, she did that. Her putting a preseason game in Iowa for Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark's day one fans. She did that. Her putting the All-Star game in Indiana, knowing that buzz and the way things is going for Caitlin Clark, that's where you want to have it. She did that. So she's been doing a lot of great things already. Now that she has been handed the keys to a Ferrari, like, hey, I got Caitlin Clark, I can negotiate. Now I can move my weight around a little bit. Without Caitlin Clark, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't get y'all no money, no real new deals, no real new sponsors. Because look at the rap sheet. Never made a penny. So just think about Kathy Engelbert trying to do all of the other things to make sure they getting more money and they getting more exposure. And on top of having to negotiate this new deal and having to go against two of their top players whose PR people or whatever they call them for the CBA in the Fessy and Breonna Stewart, I have to negotiate with y'all who y'all trying to start a whole nother league. while asking us to pay you way more money. So Kathy got a lot on her plate, and she been serving it up the way she been serving it up. Has she done everything perfecto? No. Has she handled the refereeing yet? No. When it come to Caitlin Clark, but has she done all of the other things? If y'all really take a step back and think about it, she has. Yeah. She immediately changed the format of the playoffs from how it was before Caitlin Clark got there and Caitlin Clark's first year. She immediately changed that year 2, right? Giving teams the opportunity to go play at home if you make the playoffs, to at least have one home game at home. She did that. Opened up the finals to a 7-game series. She did that. And think about if Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark was healthy and able to play in the finals, and we would have been able to see Caitlin Clark play at least 4 to 7 games in the finals. Kathy Engelbert was responsible for that. She said she is definitely working to make the league better. Who's working against her, though? The players, the toxic WNBA players. That's who's working against her. And the main ones working against her is the 2 that have a league of their own. They the main outspoken, let's unrivaled, let's go, everybody. Kathy's not nothing. Okay. If Kathy's not nothing, right? Let me get in front of this TV just in case there's something to give me copyright. If Kathy not doing y'all no good or whatever the case may be, you come out and say the things you said in the Fessy Collier about y'all meetings and some whatever. Kathy now comes out on her press conference and say, okay, I hear you. Let's talk. I'm willing. I want to make it better. Let's discuss it. And you have the nerve to say, nah, no discussions with you. Well, are you really trying to get a deal done then? Or no? You think you're going to be able to throw a tantrum and get Kathy Engelbert fired? That shows your stupidity. And if you're trying to actually really grow the game, grow the league, you got to sit down and talk with Kathy Engelbert, whether you like it or not. You should have thought about that before you stuck your foot in your mouth and try to blast her and put her out on blast while y'all having these negotiations. And again, I believe she lied through her teeth when it came to, she said Caitlin Clark, she lucky she getting that $60 million outside the court or whatever. And Kathy said, no, she didn't say that at all. Now, when it came to the other part of it, did she say the players should be on their knees thanking her for the TV rights deal? She never said, she didn't say it. She basically told us she ain't say it like that. She ain't say it in that form. And again, go look at Kathy Engelbert's resume. And then go look at the WNBA players' resume. When it comes to business, they mind, their way of thinking, all of that. And go look at Kathy Engelbert's. And you tell me which one you trust more. It should be no doubt on who to believe in this scenario. It should be no doubt. She ran I don't know how to say it. Delotia. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. She was the CEO of it for 33 years. Longer than the WNBA has even been around. Go look into her past. And that should tell you what you need to know when it comes to who you should be listening to or be believing when it comes to this. That woman ain't said no shit like they should be on their knees. That's what she didn't. She didn't phrase it in that way. They should be thankful I got them that deal? Oh, damn, you damn Skippy. And ain't nothing wrong with her saying they should be. They should be. They should be. Because without Kathy, that deal, the NBA not just handing over $2 billion to the WNBA. They hate having to hand over $10 million every year to subsidize this league. Trust me, they hate having to hand over $10 million, let alone $2 billion. So if you don't think Kathy Engelbert went in there with her wizardry, with her knowledge, with her resume, and went in there and threw all the numbers of Caitlin Clark and where the trajectory of the league is going, with Caitlin Clark around for the next 10 years, and the players coming up after her, and also the players that's coming up, like the girls that's little girls right now. See, Kathy's probably smart enough to go in there and be like, hey, you got to think about, look how much better the talent got because of everybody wanted to be like Mike. And people was trying to get to his level and taking his moves and practicing the fadeaways all day. And then that created the Kobe's and the Vince Carters and the so on and so forth, right? So little girls who's 6, 7, 8 years old in the next 10, 12, 15 years, when Caitlin Clark is at the almost end of her career, you're going to have girls who've been looking up to her and trying to play how she played. And so I'm telling you, this is what you got to do. You got to think big picture when you're talking about billion-dollar negotiations. It can't just be because we got Caitlin Clark right now. And they gave her, oh, yeah, you do got Caitlin Clark right now, $2 billion. No, it's a lot goes into it. So give credit where credit is due. All that listening to Nefesi and any of these other players talking about they hate Kathy Engelbert. Okay, yeah, they probably do. You know why? Because Kathy seemed to me like she favored behind the scenes Caitlin Clark over any of them. I'm sure, like I told y'all, in the CBA negotiations, I done said many times on this show, that when they go up there and they in them rooms, Kathy Engelbert and her team has to pull out the numbers and say, look, you see this over here? That's Caitlin Clark. Her numbers. You see this over here? This is y'all numbers. Terrible. Without Caitlin Clark, this is y'all numbers. Caitlin Clark, this is the numbers. So it's really all Caitlin Clark. I'm pretty sure she's had to be that brutally honest with them. And they don't like it. They didn't like to hear that. So now it's F. Kathy. Y'all stop soaking and eating that bullshit up they trying to feed you. Kathy Engelbert is not the enemy. She not. I'm sorry, Terry. She not the Caitlin Clark enemy. It's all these toxic-ass WNBA players. And Caitlin, you better stop listening to these toxic-ass broads. Because from your exit interview, it sounds like you kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit, too, of what these broads is feeding you. And it's just sad. It's disturbing for me to see all your content creators that's going there. Oh, I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah, I just don't get it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.